Hi, little rabbits. Welcome to Online Learning Week 6. I'm sorry for the delay in getting the work and the videos out to you. I've had some technical difficulties on this end, and my computer is still acting weird and making loud blowing noises and doing all sorts of fun things. But I think I'll be able to get through this and at least post it, and then I'll just kind of have to take things a day at a time here. I hope you're doing well. I love you very much. Let me show you what's up this week. On here, on our schedule, we've got our first thing. Please, let's just cruise. On Thursday, we have our Zoom meeting that's going to be at 1 o'clock again. It's not required, but if you'd like help on any assignments, and that can be assignments from previous weeks also, whatever assignments you're needing help with, that's the time to chime in if you want live questions. Otherwise, you can use my office hours, and of course, you can use email any day or time. I'm on my computer constantly, assuming it keeps working, right? But anyway, just get a hold of me that way. This Friday is another no red ink assignment. I think you'll find this one very easy. It's on using commonly misused words, like it and its, like the two forms of its and theirs and that sort of thing. If you look at the lessons and the example guides, I honestly think this will be one that you'll breeze right through. If you do have any trouble on it, let me know. Due this Sunday, you need to read the next 2 chapters of The Outsiders. If you're using my PDF, that's pages 33 to 58. If you're using your own version, just make sure that you're reading chapters 3 and 4. And then notice I said on here to complete the conflict exercises. The conflict exercises look like this. What I did is I outlined the 5 types of conflict for you: character versus character, self, society, nature, and fate. There are other ones, but those are the 5 that I honed in on. And then as you scroll down, you'll notice I did this color-coded. You've got a scene from the book, and then you put in what type of conflict and explain your reasoning. And as you go down, there are several scenes that I want you to discuss. Now, because you're here with me and watching the video, I'm going to give you a couple of free answers. Just to kind of go over this with you for a moment, when you have character versus character, that's 2 characters battling each other. That can be mano-a-mano, like an actual fight, or it can be emotionally, anything like that. But if 2 characters are going against each other, yelling at each other, anything like that, that's what character versus character looks like. And by the way, I know that you've done these in the past. I'm hoping that this is kind of more of a review. Character versus self is when a character is having a struggle inside their own head. If you're worried about something or upset about something, can't think through a problem, you're emotional, that sort of thing is a character versus self. Character versus society is when your character is battling something that's bigger than them, as far as like an institution kind of thing. That can be the government, school, it can be the traditions of one's family or culture. It can be the police, hint, hint, anything like that. Character versus nature is, if you picture like a Disney, some of the Disney movies like White Fang or that sort of thing, where any character is battling the elements, like they get lost at sea or they get, stranded in a forest or that sort of thing, and they have to survive. That's what a character versus nature feels like. Character versus fate. That's when a character has a problem with a force, such as fate, luck. I put spiritual. To be honest with you, the other term there is or God. But, with different people having different beliefs, I didn't want to box you in that way, so I put spiritual instead. But either way, I think you'll understand what I'm talking about there. I want to go over an example or 2 with you. So if we're identifying one of the conflicts from above, Notice the first scene from the book is Johnny stabbed Bob to save Pony from being drowned. Okay, and that's obviously at the fountain um, where Bob and his buddies have attacked Pony at that point and are holding him by the throat and forcing him underwater. So that type of conflict would be a character versus character. Then when it says explain your reasoning, you could say something like, Bob was strangling Pony Boy and almost drowning him, so Johnny stepped in to save him. Sorry, the doorbell's ringing right now, but I'm going to ignore it. So if you hear it a couple times, just let it go, because I'm going to. Another one is, if you look here, Pony and Johnny ran away because they were afraid the police would arrest them. This type of conflict would be a character versus society, because remember I mentioned the police, are a part of that, and that's an organization. If you explained your reasoning, I would want you to say why it's this type of conflict. So the reasoning is, why did I choose character versus society here? And you would explain yourself by saying the police are an organized society and Pony and Johnny were afraid of them. You follow? So that's what you need to do for all of these, is go through and pick one of the types of conflict from this list and then explain what your reasoning is for choosing that conflict. Okay? Again, if any of you need help, feel free to email me anytime, and I'm happy to walk you through it. If any of you want real help, then join my office hours. Sorry, not my office hours. Join my Zoom meeting, 1 o'clock on Thursday, and we'll go over all of that with you. By the way, on the bottom of the sheet, not even the bottom, it's a pretty small list this week, is the link to the Zoom meeting on Thursday. Okay? Hope you're doing well. Love you very much. Take care, sweethearts.